To W-2 or not to W-2? That is the question. And it's okay if you rolled your eyes at that. I would if I were you. But it's a common question we receive from business owners, particularly those hiring their first employee or hiring for a new position that they aren't that sure of. The question usually goes something like, hey, would it be okay if I just add this person as a 1099? I don't know how they would even track their time based on their job, or it's a temporary position and I don't want to mess with all the steps required to add them to payroll. But here's how I always explain the danger of classifying someone as a 1099 worker. There are two government entities that care about this. The first is the IRS, and they would prefer that you classify your workers as W-2 employees because they're more likely to get their taxes if the worker's employer is automatically deducting them than if they wait to see if the worker is going to actually report their income properly. The second is the Department of Labor, and they would prefer you classify your workers as W-2 employees because then they know the worker will receive employment benefits like unemployment and workers' compensation insurance and any other employment benefits you offer. Getting this wrong can lead to major legal and financial headaches. All right, so let's first define what each of these classifications are. A W-2 employee is generally an individual hired to work under your direction and control. They're on your payroll, and you're responsible for withholding taxes, Social Security, and Medicare. You may also offer benefits like health insurance, paid time off, and retirement plans. They get a W-2 at the end of the year, and this is what they use when filing their taxes. A 1099 independent contractor is generally a self-employed individual who provides services to your business. They control how and when they work, and you don't manage their daily tasks except to a minimal degree. They handle their own taxes and benefits, and you simply issue them a 1099 form at the year end if they earn more than $600. Okay, so now let's break down some key differences so you can determine which is right for your business. First, let's cover control and flexibility. If you want to dictate work schedules, methods, and outcomes, that's probably a W-2 employee. If you just need a specific job done with minimal supervision, that may be a 1099 contractor. When it comes to cost and expenses, employees come with additional costs like payroll taxes, benefits, and insurance. Contractors may have a higher hourly rate, but no extra costs beyond their fee or rate. Both classifications can be implicated in long-term versus short-term needs, but if you know you are hiring for an ongoing, integral role in your company, you're probably looking at a W-2 employee. If you only need specialized skills for a project, you may be able to go with a 1099 contractor. There are some additional tests you can use to help you determine whether you can legally classify a worker as a contractor. The IRS has this one. They used to use something called the 20 questions test, but now they more closely match the DOL and use a common law test, and it looks like this. You can see that it has a lot of prompts. First, it tells you on their website what kind of workers you might hire, and then you get to the common law rules, and it shows 3 different qualifiers. You can click on each one on their website, and they will give you additional prompts to consider for your position. So you click on behavioral, and then financial, and then types of relationships to learn more about each section and what you need to demonstrate to meet those qualifications. The DOL has changed their test pretty significantly over the years, and I'm not convinced this one will stick either. It seems to always be a moving target. But currently, at the time of this recording, the DOL has issued a final rule for this and are currently assessing 6 markers. This is the screenshot from their website. They are, number 1, an opportunity for profit or loss, investments by the worker and the potential employer, degree of permanence of the work relationship, nature and degree of control, extent to which the work performed is an integral part of the potential employer's business, and skill and initiative. I think the rule of thumb will be the amount of control you want to have over this position, and that is subjective. What you may think is not a lot of control, a binding authority may say it's enough for the individual to be classified as an employee. So proceed with caution. If you are not hiring someone who already has their own business and is doing the same type of work for other businesses, who is billing you for their time, and who is wholly independent from your operations, I think you need to scrutinize your arrangement. And why am I being so dramatic? Well, businesses that misclassify employees can face hefty lawsuits and settlements. For example, a huge transportation carrier that you would know paid $228 million in a settlement after misclassifying drivers as independent contractors instead of employees. And two well-known rideshare companies, you probably have heard this, they have faced multiple lawsuits costing millions due to worker misclassification. Employers found in violation of these rules may be required to pay back wages, benefits, penalties, and additional taxes. And trust me, getting hit with an IRS penalty is like getting a surprise root canal. You didn't plan for it, it's expensive, and it's going to hurt for a while. Hiring can be exciting, but it can also give you a lot of anxiety. The best way I know to ease that part of it is to talk it through with people you trust and who are knowledgeable in these areas. If you don't have someone like that in your corner, Amplified HR is a great option for you.